Hi everyone, Sarad here with new Let's Play. After I finished the NES version of Kid Icarus, I figure I might as well play the Game Boy version too, and let you guys see that. And as you just seen, we got a small story to go along with this, but here we go. We have Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. And I have played a little bit of this one. I have not played all the way through. So I will be learning a few things as we go along, but I have learned some of the basics. And I will describe some of the differences between this one and the NES version as we go. We select the new game, and see, here we still are. We're still Pit, still shooting a little bow and arrow. But a couple things have changed, and we can start with one of the first. Notice how his wings flap a little bit? I can slow my descent down. Another thing that's changed, you notice how the screen scrolls down now? We can't dive by falling off the bottom of the screen. So, two immediate changes have come to light. But you see, we've still got some of the basics. Enemies, hearts, and we've got doors. Although these doors are mostly the same. You can break some walls with hammers to find secrets. That's something new. But you'll notice that if you remember from the original version, these rooms all kind of appeared on screen at once. Well now, thanks to this being a Game Boy game, we have some limitations in screen size. So, to make sure Pit was big enough to be seen, yet not so big he was an easy target for everything, they made these rooms scrollable. And you can't, well, I can't do it in here. Thought I could. Maybe I can do it outside. Okay. You hit pause in the outside, and you can scroll around. And that door right there, the other one, is the one we came in. That's right, this game scrolls left to right, at least at these stages. I'm not sure what it does in stage 2. I haven't played that far ahead. But, basically, we still have a status screen with the strength, stage, heart markers, a map, treasure, weapons, and items. Just like the last game. And you'll notice, once again, this is a top scroller. And once again, I've got a turbo pad here. So, I hate to pause the video this early, but one thing I know about Kid Icarus, going to have to be farming hearts, and no better place to do that than right here, at least at the start. So, I will be back shortly with hopefully pretty close to a full heart supply. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I hope. Anyway, as you see, or you will see, I've got 800 hearts now. Walking back and forth underneath, well, first this snake pot, and then this one has netted me quite a few hearts. And just to show you what I mean by the screen wraps around, see? It goes all the way back around. One good loop is a little over a screen width. Hey, and there we have our first new door. So what's here? Ah, enemy room. Another change is we can jump while focusing our shots upward. Now you see what I mean by the way these rooms work. I think that's all of them. That's part of the problem with this. But you notice you don't get to see the whole room at once. And enemy room cleared out with not a lot of damage. Here's another snake pot. There's a little goblet, which we don't need yet, but we can still take. A few other changes I will note as I get to them. Okay, look at this. We remember the harp, right? I remember the harp. Aw, that harp didn't last very long. Okay, now, you remember those centurions? Didn't give me any mallets. Yep, remember from the first game where they were just the little troopers you could hammer free inside of a fortress? Well, now they're kind of just items. And you don't have to hammer them. You have to hammer them free out here, but they won't help you during the boss fights. What they will do is become partial health refills. That's another change. You get partial health refills out in the field now, instead of just those occasional glasses of water. Now, let's have a little fun here, shall we? Everybody remembers the treasure room, right? And remembers that there was that nifty little algorithm for solving it in the first game? Well, it changes just a little bit here. The algorithm changes quite a bit, and you still have, at least most of the time, you can still lose, even if you know where he's going to be. But to start out, we shoot these middle two. And then we check. We see, is the top one a hammer or a heart? Or what are they? Is the heart and a hammer? Then we see, in this case, we notice we got a hammer and then a heart. The hammer's on top, heart's on bottom. So, after that, we know that we have to go over here. Yeah, this gets really complicated, folks. The top one's a hammer. We shoot this one, and what did we find? A hammer. And if we find a hammer there, we will have to shoot. We have to shoot either that one or this one on bottom last. So, before we do that, yeah, you can collect the items this time. They don't disappear as soon as you collect them. Which one? Do we want to shoot that one? Oh, that was the wrong one. And he took the last pot. It was the guessing game. He could have been in either one of those two last ones. Oh well, we has a sad. But it still costs you 5 hearts to open a jar. But let's see, this should be a shop right here. Yes, this is the shop. Now you notice a key for sale. Well, these keys allow you to re-enter doors. Although if you take too long, and you can press down to get new items. And you can also enter more than just shops, or you can enter any door you've already entered once. So how about we do this? What I am going to do, I know this is going to be cheap and cheesy and everything else. I am going to essentially stock up big time. Stock up huge. And we can use those keys to go back in that treasure room too. And keep trying. Isn't that going to be fun, folks? It only costs 300 hearts per shot. Well, I should have bought a bottle of water. Oh well. I will eventually. But now, if we just remember that we have been in this room before, there's also one other thing. And that is the big key. I'll show you that in a minute. But once you've entered every door in a level towards the very end of the stage, you can open up part of the wall with a hammer, or you can open up one spot somewhere with a hammer, and you will be able to get the big key. I'll show you that in a minute.